Namaste. So today I speak from here, Arunachala, this holy mountain in South India where Ramana Maharshi was living. So it's an opportunity to speak about his teaching, which were not really new. It has been taught in the same way in the Vedas, in the many scriptures by many sages from all over the world, all as well. But his unique way is that he was making things very simple. Sometimes teachings can be complicated and we can lose ourselves in trying to understand and practice. So he was bringing that to the core of the subject, which is the subject itself, which is I or me. So the origin of the disturbances in human experience is the identification with body-mind. That I am a body, I am a mind, and I have emotions. So this I is everywhere, felt experience. I goes in the thought, a thought comes and then I think, feeling, I feel, emotion, sensations. So this identification is the very core of everything. Because there is no separation, if there is no me and you, no me and the world, not me and God, there is no separation and there is no disturbances. Only when there is this created illusion of time and space with different objects separated from each other, individuals separated from each other, then because it's not stable, it cannot be, because every object, every person, the weather, life is changing all the time. So we try to find stability in something which is changing, in relationship, in money, in a house. Everything will have to go because it has come, it is in time and space. So the mind has not this understanding and clarity that stability cannot be gained outside. We can gain some stability, but not a real stability which is everlasting. So the spirituality is taking us in that direction to search for everlasting stability, everlasting love, everlasting peace, in contrast with these same things which are not everlasting in experience through outer objects, people, and through this identification as an individual person. So to look in another direction instead of keeping attention directed on outer object to gain success, love, power, stability, and all this outside, will turn attention from where it's coming from where attention is coming from I. I is looking there, outside, on other people, in the world, searching for God, for masters, gurus, and I is also looking at thoughts, emotion, sensations. So I is from where attention is coming from. So we look backwards, turning back attention towards there, where it's coming from, I. That is what Ramana Maharshi is calling self-inquiry, to turn back attention from where it's coming from, I. So that's the most simple practice or meditation, to turn attention back to where it's coming from, I. Means from attention itself. Because when we turn attention more and more toward I, then this I will appear as non-existent. That is the trick of it. If we keep our attention looking outwards to outer objects and the world and God and so on, what is outside of me, then I stays strong as I, because attention is outwarded, outside. But when we turn attention towards the subject itself, then subject loses its own existence. That is a trick. So we turn back attention and look with this firm, loving intention. There is no need to want to fight, to kill it, to kill the mind, to kill ego. No, because it would be again I or me who is trying to fight, to destroy, to kill something which is disturbing. No, just a loving awareness, presence, in that this self-inquiry is just a presence to yourself. It's mindfulness, presence to your own mind, presence to your own sense of I, whether it is in thought, in feeling, in emotion, a present to this sense of I. And this sense of I will be really revealed as non-existence the more we look at it. So that is the core essence of the teaching of Ramana teaching. But in truth, this is only one way, because there are so many ways depending on people where you are standing right now. So the greatness of a teacher or a guru like Ramana Maharshi is he was adapting to everyone to where he was at that time, because everyone is unique. Every one of you is unique and has his own color, his own conditioning background. So we cannot teach to everyone in the same way. So that's what he was doing. He was adapting to each one. So self-inquiry is not for everyone. Some people who are very, like he used to say, very advanced soul, who have done a lot of practices and stuff in their past life, maybe, then just to hear about the self, the absolute, this clarity is there spontaneously, and there is no need of any practice, any self-inquiry, anything. So that is the case of souls like himself, Ramana, who was like a ripe fruit, came on in this human body already overripe. So just need a little movement of the wind and the fruit is falling down from the tree. It's a way of expressing. So yes, otherwise if we need to hear about self-inquiry, we speak in the way I did just before. And if we need to practice meditation or practice this or mantra, anything is depending on you. What is your need? What is your mind constitution, your type? So you have to find your own way. So we are searching on the web, on YouTube, for on books for teachings and paths, spiritual paths or practices, but you are absolutely unique. So this is what I found in my long search now over 30 years, that I've been through different practices, paths, masters, from North India also. This is what we call Surajshap Yoga, inner sound meditation, which is more with bhakti devotion. Then I came back to this Advaita, non-duality, but I found it's all the same. At the end, it's all the same, because the self is one. The self, the pure consciousness that we are, is one. And all means, practices, is to arrive in this place, which is not a practice, because we have always been there. There is no time, there is no space, there is the ever sameness, consciousness, which is beyond what the mind can understand. So we can give some words to it, like absolute presence, but it's transcending every concept we may have. So that's why we say sometimes that silence is most close to describe that. But we use words like I do now with you as pointers. Words or point us to that which is beyond words. So the identification as a body-mind, as I said at the beginning, is the core of all this. To think I am a body, I have a body, I have a mind, this is the core of the human suffering. Because then I will find, like Buddha, if I have a body, I have a mind, then I can suffer physically, old age also. So sickness, old age, and death. That's what Buddha wanted to unveil. He said, I can't take this. I can't continue this life as a human if I don't go beyond sickness, old age, and death. That's why he left his kingdom. He left his wife and child. You probably have read or seen a movie out of it. So, but that's the story of all ourselves. We are living in our own comfort zone. This is our kingdom, our comfort zone with our conditioning where we feel comfortable. So that's my kingdom. But that's not the real kingdom. This is a kingdom of the mind, which is depending on outer objects, outer people, our own belief, conditioning, and we stay as this small, separate being. So Buddha is inviting us, like Ramana Maharshi, to go beyond this illusion of being a separate entity and to question that. Am I only that? So this search, this inner quest, bring us in the direction by realizing that I is not really existing. It's a tool to experience in the sky of consciousness, to experience being a human being, a separate entity. So there's a created illusion of I, and to believe that to be the ultimate truth, it makes us miserable. So to unveil that and to realize that life is much more free when I realize that I do not exist. Life is ever free. Life is before the beginning of everything. Life is a principle which is undescribable, beyond what the mind can express. It is what is, yes, and it is always. So this is life, as it said, is always free, and we can experience that when we demystify the existence of I. So there is nothing wrong with anything. We go again through identification and then we feel free from it. So it's part of the game to accept also this flow of expansion and contraction. But all this expansion and contraction happen in the free sky of consciousness that we are. So there is nothing to really worry about anything because it's all happening naturally. It's a play. So to also be aware of this lila of God, this lila of life, this is play, that it's not really happening. It's an experience in consciousness, this experience of separation, this experience of being a separate being who can be sick, get old and die. It's an experience in consciousness, but we are that sky of consciousness itself, or the self, in which all is happening. So that's what all the great master was sharing, including Ramana Maharshi. And here it's a great place also to experience that, to realize that some places are charged energetically, like the presence of people who have realized that more than us. Places or people can be uplifting and supporting for our inner discovery, but also wherever we are in our house, where you are right now is the best place because that's what life, God has chosen for you. So there is no mistake, never any mistake. You are perfectly at the right place, and especially beyond the circumstances you are in right now. the absolute being that you are cannot be at the wrong place, because there is no other place than here. That's the only place to be. So when you can receive that, you say, oh, I'm always at the right place. So also religions, society, parents told us, you have to achieve something, you have to do something, you have to free yourself, you have to... It's all, whether it is spirituality or the world, we all get trapped. I have to do something, to realize something, to get more money, to be more successful, or to get liberation, spiritual liberation. Always doing something. Well, it's a trap of doing. So to realize that what you are is not in that play, in that game of doing, achieving, or even getting liberated. So that's why there is no mistake, there is nothing wrong. You are at the perfect place because there is only this place. And we are all in this place. We are that place itself, the self, absolute being, absolute presence, and the rest is happening. It's happening with ups and downs, which is part of the expression of Shakti, energy. And then just let's enjoy the show in that way. We stay where we are in that absolute consciousness, and life happens. So thank you for listening. I will see you very soon, and you can like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Namaste.